What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here with another video for you. Some Black Ops 1, some nostalgic Black Ops 1 utilising the backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. Now this is probably my 5th time of trying to do this commentary. I found myself kind of rambling into nothingness on some sort of drivel about nostalgia and how I kind of feel about it, and why there appears to be such a nostalgic aspect of everybody getting really excited about playing this game again. And I suppose the way that I look at nostalgia is nostalgia is something that you remember as a human being. Nostalgia is something that you remember pretty much only the good side of, and what you tend to quite conveniently forget is the negative aspects of said thing that you're being nostalgic about. So for example, with this, for me, it was my first online experience. It was the first game I played properly online. I was never ever any good at it, as you can probably tell from the gameplay in the background. But this was the first time that I started talking to people online from all over the world and stuff like that. With this, for me, online gaming amounted really to getting together with my pals back in the day, and where they might have worked and stuff, and bringing some PCs together and doing some network gaming, some LAN gaming. So not technically speaking online, and that was real enjoyment for me. That was something that I kind of enjoyed and had a good time, and chatted to people and that kind of stuff. Because me as a type of person, I wouldn't really describe myself as a loner or anything like that, but I tend not to have a lot of friends. It's just kind of the way that I am, really. And this kind of opened me up a little bit more, brought me out of myself a little bit more, gave me the confidence to talk a little bit more openly, even to the point of doing YouTube videos and doing commentaries. This was the kind of the precursor to it, because it gave me the confidence to have belief in my opinions and to be able to express myself. So for me, that was a really, really nice thing. And that's the kind of positive, nostalgic side of things that I remember from this game. And like I say, you can conveniently forget the negative, but once you start playing the game again, oh wow, do they come back quick time. So things like the Bushwookies, the Silence Galil, Ghost, drop shotting, scuff jumping, those types of things. But importantly for me, the thing that I had conveniently forgotten and was sorely reminded when I started playing again today was the P2P connection, and the way that can absolutely destroy you. So if you're playing against somebody that's one barring and you're four barring and got full connection, the person that's one barring always ends up getting the compensation. I remember watching a couple of videos on YouTube a little while ago about, you just type in lag in Black Ops 1 for argument's sake, and there'll be people doing actual exploratory explanation videos and showing how it actually works, where they put one person and another person in a private match, and they take the point of view from one person and the point of view from another person and show kills and stuff, and the way that those kills actually worked. And it quite clearly showed how one person was shooting to the left of somebody while another person was drawing accurately on them, and the person that had the slightly weaker internet, it's almost like the hitbox detection around the player that they were shooting at was bigger. It was bizarre. And I experienced that again as normal, like you're running past somebody and they start firing ahead of themselves, but you still manage to die. But then when you watch the actual kill cam on their screen, what they actually experienced, they were pointing straight at you, but on the actual game itself, they were actually shooting from like to the side of you. I don't know if that makes sense or not. A little bit of a pre-ramble about that, but that was the kind of things that I ran back into again playing this game, and it quickly reminded me about the stuff that I didn't like, and it kind of made me think about how everybody has been really negative about Infinite Warfare. And I know there's a pretty legitimate reason for it, the fact that people want to come back to the boots on the ground side of things, but then again, at the same side of things, what people are conveniently forgetting is the fact that the advancements of online gaming as a whole, particularly over sort of the last 4 years, is probably a good number to use, and how much more improved it is, i.e. the actual engines that they're using, the servers that they're using, although they could still be improved, the graphics in the actual games, the way that the mechanics of the game actually works. And I know people don't like the way that the jump ability works in some aspects of Black Ops 3, and I know particularly they hated it in Advanced Warfare. That's almost like a dirty little secret that nobody talks about anymore. You'll notice that's the game that nobody ever talks about anymore. I didn't mind Advanced Warfare too much. I didn't play it as much as what I played other CODs because I got slightly annoyed at the way that some of the deaths came about, and the way that it was so dependent on connectivity, which a lot of these games tend to be nowadays. And that's kind of what I mean. The other point that I wanted to mention, I wouldn't read too much into the 2 million dislikes that are on the Infinite Warfare video by any stretch of the imagination. That's more people just jumping on a bandwagon than anything else, realistically. So again, I don't really read too much into that, but it just kind of, that's my whole thing to do with nostalgia, whereas nostalgia can be a good thing because it can remind you of certain things, and for me I can take some pretty big positives out of it. You always conveniently forget what the actual negatives were and why you either moved on or you advanced yourself from either the game that you're looking at now or a certain situation in life. And it's just funny. Like I said, I looked online and there was over 100,000 people playing this game, and that's just the hype around the fact that it's backwards compatibility. I would expect that number to drop down again. If there are that many people online, I would suspect that they're probably playing zombies more than anything else, which is something that I'm actually looking forward to doing. But hey, there you go. That's just my little piece on nostalgia and what I think of it, and what this actual game means to me, and what the nostalgic aspect of it actually means to me. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. A little bit of me rambling a little bit, but that happens sometimes. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have liked the video, please also slap that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. As ever, I do always appreciate people that come and watch my videos and spend a bit of time listening to me ramble on. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. As ever, this has been OG Gibbon, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.